Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan Bryce. I'm so happy you guys clicked on today's video. I thought it would be fun to do a sit down video. I never really do these. I think I've done like 2 on my channel ever since I started YouTube. But I thought it would be fun to do one today of basically my fall makeup routine. I make a lot of like little makeup content on TikTok, but I never really have the time to go in depth on all the favorite products I have and why I love them. So let's do that today. I feel like it'll be so fun. So let's get started. I have these really adorable bows in my hair. How cute is that? We have got to get the hair out of the face while I'm doing my makeup. This looks kind of like I'm wearing a bald cap. Okay, this makeup headband is so much better. So the first thing I always like to do when I'm starting a makeup routine is obviously I do my skincare in the morning, but then before I do my makeup, I always prep my skin super well with primers. So I have been loving this NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer. It literally just makes my skin feel like bouncy, and I feel like it makes makeup sit on it a lot better. So let's go in with this first. Also, the scent of this is just like so fresh. I literally love it. Then I've been loving this recently. It's literally just a sample, but I've been using it every time I've done my makeup for the past like 2 weeks, and it's so good. But it's from DIOR, and it is their DIOR Backstage Face and Body Primer, and it's in shade 001 Universal. I just feel like this adds such a pretty glow to my skin underneath my foundation. So let's add a little bit of this on as well. This is like a teeny tiny sample, but I've loved it so much that I need to order this in the full size. So I am just going to rub this in. And like you can already see, it just gives your skin such a like glowy from within look, and I love that about it. The next step kind of seems like out of place, but I always go in with my e.l.f. brow lift. But I go in with this right after I apply my primer and before I do foundation or tinted moisturizer, just so it gives my eyebrows some time to set. I love this for the like soap brow look, the laminated brow look, but it does take quite a while to dry down. So I always try to remember to do it in the beginning so that by the time I get to my brows at the end, they're dry enough to apply powder over. Once I've fully put the product in, I'm gonna go in with another tool. This is one side of the e.l.f. brow applicator brush, and it just has this like little spatula thing at the end. So what I like to do is go over the brows and kind of just push them down into my skin. This gives them like that crazy laminated look without having to actually get your brows laminated. And if you're like me and have like kind of thinner brows, this is a great way to get the laminated look, because I tried getting my brows laminated once and it just did not work out. I think my brows just aren't thick enough to like take the perm solution. So this has been the best way I have found to give my brows that laminated look. Then I go in with a tip of this applicator and I kind of just follow along the brow line to get any crazy hairs that are out of place back down, and I feel like it just gives it a very sleek look. Next, what I'm gonna do is go in with this INKEY List Tripeptide Plumping Lip Balm. This stuff has been so fun to use. I got sent it last Friday and I've been using it ever since, and basically after 2 weeks of using this and applying it, your lips are supposed to be like plumper, like naturally just like get bigger, which is kind of cool. I don't know how the science behind that works, but I've been using it, and even if it doesn't actually plump my lips, it's a very good moisturizer. I've been loving prepping my lips with this. Now that the skin and my lips and everything are fully prepped, let's go in with the actual makeup. I'm excited. So I have 2 different vibes that I usually go for. When I want a full coverage, like full glam look, I will use this e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation. This is such an amazing foundation and it's such a good price. So this is definitely a good one. But on the days when I'm looking for kind of a lighter makeup look, I will go in with my Drunk Elephant D-BRONZI drops. and a mix of these two Makeup Revolution tinted moisturizers. I love this super dewy skin tint. And then there's another one, I don't even know what it is. It's a super old Makeup Revolution. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it, so my little clip is holding it down. But these three mixed together are the perfect tinted moisturizer look on me. And I just love the light look, so you can still kind of see some of my natural skin underneath of it. Today, we are gonna go for the tinted moisturizer look. So first, what I do is basically just dot my face with all these different tinted moisturizers. I will say not all tinted moisturizers are created equal, but there are a lot that are created quite similarly. So I wouldn't get too picky with the brand. Just try out what you think would work for you. These are the ones that I have found that I love. There are a couple other different ones that I really do want to try out. The Summer Fridays one is one that I've been looking at and really wanting to try. There is also this Supergoop CC sunscreen tinted moisturizer that is really good too. I love this one. But since I'm not going outside and I already did some sunscreen with my skincare routine this morning, I'm not going to use that in this. But there are a lot of really good ones out there. And I'm going to go in with this super dewy skin tint from Makeup Revolution and dot some of that on as well. I kind of do this randomly. Like, I feel like you could kind of do it however you want. This is just the way I found that basically it gets all the colors mixed well together without having to mix it in your hand beforehand. I just feel like it's a less messy way of getting all of the colors together. Then I'm gonna go in with the shining star of this. There are so many dupes for this, so you definitely do not need to spend the money to buy the Drunk Elephant D-BRONZI drop to get the same look. However, the reason why I love the Drunk Elephant D-BRONZI drops is because it's actually like skincare and makeup in one. Help with pollution, so it kind of like gives your skin that barrier from pollution outside. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know how big of a difference it makes, but that's why I have been loving using it. Once my face is fully dotted up with all those tinted moisturizers, I'm gonna go over it with this Smashbox primer spray. It's the Photo Finish Revitalize 8-in-1 Primer Essence. I feel like this just helps them all melt together super beautifully on the face. So we're gonna apply some of this. Then I have been absolutely loving using this ARTIS FINI brush for blending in the tinted moisturizer. So basically you don't have to push down super hard and you just go in circular motions over the face, and I feel like it just blends all those colors together beautifully. I always try to remember to bring my tinted moisturizer down my neck just so I don't have like a line here of tinted moisturizer to my natural skin. This brush has such a big surface area that it just blends out my makeup so quickly. I am so obsessed with it. So that is the foundation step done. I'm just gonna stick with the cream products first, and then we're gonna go back through with all of our powder products just to make sure my face doesn't end up looking cakey with all the layers. Next, we're gonna go in with my favorite contour stick I have literally ever used in my entire life. This product is like my holy grail product. If you're gonna buy one thing from this entire video, it should be this. It's literally only $20 for a great contour stick, and it's sold at Sephora. Literally, I cannot say enough good things about it. But basically what I'm gonna do, oh, and I also get it in the shade Harmony, if you're wondering. So it has this really nice triangular shape, which helps you chisel out your cheekbone super well. So what I do is I kind of follow that line from your ear down, and I only really go to like where the edge of my eye is, because I don't want to bring it down too far, because then it like makes your face look sunken in. So you really want to keep this relatively high up. And then I always do a little bit on my forehead, and then I will contour out my nose. One thing I love about that contour stick is it doesn't pick up the makeup under it, so you can use it directly on your face, and it also blends out beautifully. So I am just gonna go in tapping motions and really just bringing the product up. I'm not gonna be dragging it down at all. And I feel like that blends in so quickly, and it just looks so pretty. With my forehead, I'm basically doing the same thing, just tapping motions and only bringing it up. I'm not gonna try to bring my face down at all. And then with my nose, I really should have a smaller brush, but I just am really careful with it to blend out this nose contour. So I kind of just blend it down the side of my nose, and then I'll bring it up into my eye crease so it is like a natural blend and it doesn't look just like brown nose, white eye, if that makes sense. Once that is all blended in, if I see there's like any like super dark lines, I can go over with my FINI brush one more time and just kind of blend out those lines and make sure everything looks nice and seamless and natural. Yay, that's done. Now let's go in with some blush. I've been absolutely loving this e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand blush in the shade Berry Radiant. It is so pretty. This is supposed to be another one of those Charlotte Tilbury dupes, and I have been absolutely loving it. And I apply it super high up on my cheeks. You'll notice a pattern in my whole makeup routine. I do everything super high up. I just want to bring my cheeks up and not have like a sunken looking face. Then I am just going to tap and blend that blush in. And I basically do it on the apples of my cheeks and bring it almost all the way up to my temples. That just like gives me a super pretty and kind of like an awake look. I love doing just a little bit of blush on my nose, but I never do it on the actual tip of the nose. I do it right above and kind of like over the bridge of the nose. Now that I have all of my cream products on, it's time to start setting my face. So I have been loving this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. As you can tell, I've been very into the whole Halo Glow line from e.l.f. I think they're so good and such good products at such a good price. Light pink color. I think the light pink really just gives you such a beautiful, bright look under your eyes. So I have been using the shit out of this stuff. And I use these little powder puffs to apply it under my eyes. It just gives it that super airbrushed look. I'm also gonna go in with this powder puff and kind of set my laugh lines or smile lines because those are the first places that crease in my makeup. Probably because I'm so happy and I'm laughing and smiling all day long. Once I've set everything super well, I am just gonna go in with a super fluffy brush, grab a little bit more of that powder, and then I'm gonna set the entire face super, super lightly, just so it still looks glowy, but you don't have that like tacky makeup feel. Okay, now my face is fully set. You can see it still looks super glowy, but it's not like gross feeling. So now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and blush powders. So I have been absolutely loving this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Natural Chocolate Caramel Cocoa Bronzer. First of all, this stuff smells like hot chocolate. It smells absolutely amazing. And also I think it's beautiful on my skin. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush and just do a little bit of bronzer over those areas that I contoured. And I'm also gonna bring it just a tiny bit higher than my contour. This bronzer blends so beautifully with the other products I use. I feel like it's just like the perfect little topper to go over where I contoured before. I also will do a little bit of bronzer under my chin here. Don't want my double chin to be showing, so this is perfect for that. I'm also gonna go in with this e.l.f. contouring brush with the same bronzer and just hit those spaces of my nose where I contoured. And I will just bring it up into the crease of my eye as well. Now for blush, there's quite a few different ones that I use every day. Like I just go back and forth. I love this Haus Labs one. I think it's beautiful. It's super neon pink and it's such a cool look. But the days where I'm looking for a little bit of a lighter blush look, I have been loving this Juvia's Place palette. It's their Blushed Rouge Volume 4. And I'm gonna go in with this BEAKEY brush. This is in like a set from Amazon that's super, super cheap and has a lot of really good brushes in it. But I'm just gonna go in with this little baby pink blush and I'm gonna hit the apples of my cheeks and bring it super high up. I think this blush is a beautiful shade for the fall and winter because it's more of a cool tone. So I have been loving this. Like I said before, I've been loving this TRIPEPTIDE plumping balm from the INKEY list, but we don't have 2 weeks to wait for my lips to look plump and beautiful. So let's go in with the OG Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, and this is just in the good old clear color. I literally remember in high school I would save up my paychecks from the movie theater to buy one of these. So the fact that I'm still using them how many years later is so cool. While I finish up my makeup look, my lips are going to get so much more plump. That's them right now, just you wait. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my favorite product ever. It wouldn't be a Morgan Brush makeup look if I didn't do my fake freckles. The best fake freckles I have found for myself are the PSEUDOLABS freckles. These are so freaking nice. I love how they look on me, and I feel like They definitely don't look natural if you don't usually have freckles, but from someone who used to have a lot of freckles because I would go out in the sun a lot more than I do now, these are amazing. So I'm going to apply these. They get crazy messy, so I need to grab a towel first. I'm so sad. These are my favorite towels ever. They're from Target and they're this like beautiful waffle knit, and somehow it got bleached. I don't know how. I just took it out of the wash with other colored things and it was bleached. So that's really sad, but now it has become my makeup towel, so you know. All's well that ends well, right guys? Now that I'm sufficiently protected because I don't want to get freckles all over my outfit, let's start this. So first I always take out this little applicator. It's just like this little pokey thing that you use to brush them on. And then we'll open it up. I always make sure to get as much of the excess off into the container as I can. First of all, because I don't want to waste them, but also then they don't make as big of a mess. So once the applicator's ready, I just put it up to my nose and you flick it like you're splatter painting, and that's what gives you the freckles. Alrighty, freckles are on. What do you guys think? I feel like these freckles are so pretty and so natural looking. Like, are you kidding? Gorgina. Now that the freckles are on, I am gonna go over with my first layer of setting spray. The One Size On Till Dawn setting spray. It has been amazing, and it literally like super glues your makeup to your face. Like, it will not move when you wear this. And that really just helps make sure that my freckles don't move around after I put more products on. So next I'm gonna go with highlighter. I'm a highlighter girly. I know some people don't like highlighter anymore. I will always like highlighter. So I've been loving this Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Copper Glow. This is like the most beautiful shade ever for fall. I think it's so pretty. It looks like pumpkin spice, like it's Gorgina. Like, are we kidding? That is gorgeous. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush. This is like an eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna get a little bit of the product on there, and I'm just gonna hit the tip of my nose. I think that's like a really pretty look when just the very tip of your nose is highlighted. And then I'm gonna go down the bridge of the nose. And then it's just like a gorgeous little glow. I'm also gonna go right here in the corner of my eye and right above my, what is that called? Cupid's bow? Whatever your lip thing is, that's where I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna get a little bit of a bigger brush. This is also a brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna hit the tops of my cheekbones. It just gives such a beautiful, like coppery, beautiful glow. I love it. It's so fall-y, I'm obsessed. And then on the days where I want my eyes to have a little something going on, I will use this as my eyeshadow as well, but I'll just put it on my finger. I always use my ring finger. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard like that's the one that has like the lightest pressure. So anywhere around your eyes, you're supposed to do very light pressure. So that is what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna apply it on my eyelid. Beautiful eyeshadow without actually trying. There also is just something so pretty about like a monochromatic look. So using like the least amount of products as possible for your throughout your whole face. It's just so pretty. It's time to do my eyebrows. I have been using this Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette, and I just go in with these two dark brown shades in here. You could use any brown eyeshadow. This is just like what I've been using because I have it on hand. And I will put a little bit on this Morphe brush. One side is that angled brush and the other is like a little spoolie. And I always use the darkest shade in the very tail of my eyebrow because I want this side to be darker. I am not great at brows, but like for me, that brow is good enough. I also haven't gotten my brows like waxed or threaded or anything in like over 6 months at least. So I definitely am going for more of the messy brow look. So me being not great at doing them works to my advantage that way. And then I will just go through with that spoolie and kind of brush them out one more time. I feel like that just makes them look a little bit fluffier. Alrighty, that is my face makeup done. And now my favorite part, not my favorite part to do, but my favorite part in terms of how it looks is putting fake lashes on. I have gotten super, I shouldn't say that, I don't want to jinx myself, but I've gotten a lot better at putting fake lashes on than I ever have been before. Ever since I stopped getting lash extensions, mascara just doesn't do it for me. Like I will do it on days where I really am just doing a very light makeup look, but days like this where I'm actually kind of putting some effort into my makeup, I want to actually be able to see my lashes. So I'm zooming you guys in and we are gonna do our lashes. So these are the lashes I wanna use today. I think they're so pretty. They're like super wispy and they're brown, which is gorgeous. So let's get a pair of these out. Also, I thought these looked really nice because the band is clear, so I think they'll look a lot more natural on. And I have been using this Kiss 3D lash adhesive, and it goes on white, but it dries clear. So it's been working super well for me, but I am just going to apply some lash glue to this band. I don't know why I never realized you could do this before either, but you can reuse eyelashes. So I've been cleaning them super well after use and then reusing them, and it's been saving me so much money. Like, I don't know why I just threw lashes away after using them every time. Just a little, you know, FYI in case you have been doing the same. You can reuse lashes. Who would have thought? Probably everyone but me. Once I apply the lash glue on the lashes, I will let them sit for a good 30 seconds at least before I even attempt to put them on my lashes, because then the glue will get a little bit tackier. I'm grabbing this little tiny mirror out to help me with application, and this first lash has been drying for about 30 seconds, so let's go in and apply it. Basically what I do, I will just drop it right on top of my lash line and just let it sit there, and then I will use my hands to push down the corners, and then that's how they apply for me. I don't know if that would work for everyone, but that's like the only way I have found that makes it work for me. So once I set the lash there, I'm just gonna grab both corners and push it down on my eyelid, and it's applied. If past me could see me applying fake lashes, she wouldn't believe her eyes. Alrighty, I'm gonna take my little hair thing off. Oof. Don't look at this right now. And that there is my everyday fall makeup look. I am so obsessed with it. I think it looks so good for me. I think it suits me very well, and I just love all of those products. So if you've been looking for any good products to use, I would recommend literally every single one I used. Alrighty, you guys, I wanted to bring you guys out to some natural lighting so you could see the makeup a little bit better. I think it's so pretty and so glowy. I feel like those lashes you cannot see super well, but like they're just like a understated elegance. They're so cute. So this is the look. I hope you guys liked it. Also, just had to show you guys this adorable hair look. How cute is that? I feel like a cutesy little princess right now. But anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, Haley. Still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you.